Lizards, chameleons, and more lizards. As long as they're not lizard people, then we're okay, because that would get slightly weird. Good afternoon. I think it's almost evening, at least for me. A cornmelian. Isn't that like an ear of corn? I'm a lizard, Harry. J Stu is in the house. Relic is here. Jeffrey is here. Andy is here. I am here. I being that this guy right here, the storm of irony. Storm of irony and stuff. So, it is Friday. The end of the week. We don't have anything really crazy to do. We just have we get some stuff to do, but we don't have anything like really, really crazy to do. Although, I will point out that at the end of yesterday, we did kind of experience a little bit of a boo-boo. To hell with changing clothes. I'm okay with that, Jeffrey. That is totally your prerogative if you wish to do something like that. I could probably go with not changing a shirt for quite a while, although I'm pretty sure my coworkers may not agree with it. So there is that. But, that said, yes, if you recall the end of our little adventure yesterday, we had this delightful P16, to which our driver is currently asleep behind the wheel. We had an issue with our logs, in as much as they are no longer part of the trailer. And we have no way of putting those logs back on the trailer. So, just walked into the same attire into Hannaford's as yesterday. Haven't left the house, and I took it off last night, so still clean-ish. Actually, fun little tip. Jeans, original blue jeans, were never meant to be washed. You were supposed to stick them in the freezer when you needed them to not smell anymore. So you were supposed to leave them in the freezer for a number of hours, and that is how you cleaned blue jeans. Once upon a time. I've never tried it. I've just read about it. Because it's kind of weird. Although when you think about it, you're effectively just simply killing bacteria at that point. So there is that. But 'tis facts. I am laying facts upon you all. It is factual information. But with that said, we need to get those logs back on that trailer, because if we don't, it basically means that we need to do more runs back and forth, which we don't want to do. We'll stop spitting on us, please. Maybe. You're on the other side of like the spit shield over there, so you're safe. Don't worry about it. There may be drool, there may be flying spittle, but that is neither here nor there. I don't think the fam would like me sticking my smelly blue jeans in the freezer. You are an odious humanoid, Mr. J. Stew. So there is that. Also, the interesting thing is, I have 2 tasks. But I have a pile of task givers. So I haven't even gone and gotten to pretty much any of this stuff. So what we will do, though, is we're going to go back to the garage. We are going to get a truck that I conveniently decided that we would be using today. This is the other Pacific. The P512PF. So this truck here, originally designed in late 70s, the P512PF Model Pacific is a rather versatile heavy truck, or heavy-duty truck. Initially intended for off-highway use, this vehicle is built on a strong, flexible frame that accepts all manner of add-ons, from telescopic cranes to flatbeds to more complicated scientific equipment like seismographs or metal detectors. The thing about it is, though, this truck is also only rear-wheel drive. Well, yeah, see, that's the thing, Andy. I wanted to use the Pacifics because we're doing logging, and that is what these trucks are originally intended for. Relic. Trying to make recommendations. I mean, he can try. He can absolutely try. So we're going to use a combination of the Pacific P512. It's got the log loading crane, so we're going to be able to use that. And then we're going to take with us the Tatra 805, because it seems like a good idea. It may fail us spectacularly, or it might be kind of cool. We will see. So let's get them all lined up out on the road. Then I'll bring out the Pacific. I will get the rest of the log trailer for it. And this thing's got plenty of fuel, so in case we need to use fuel in it, because the other Pacific only has a 200 liter fuel tank. Tristan B84, how are you this afternoon? I hope all is well. Hope everything's good. I am good, because I am here. Well, metaphorically here, actually. You just stabbed someone with scissors. Okay. I mean, sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens. I would hope we're talking, like, video gamey kind of stuff, or... Yeah, context typically does help. You gotta do what you gotta do. You got SnowRunner last night. Fantastic. Everything installed and ready to go, or what do you got going on? Log carrier rear. Okay. So this is the configuration that we're going to be heading over there with. I believe we are missing the context with this particular one. So so there's something that we don't have right there. But I'm pretty sure, or at least I'm hoping, that we will get the context. Also, look at the track width on the back of this truck. And these tires are exclusive to this truck. All right. Back up a little bit. Grab the Tatra. Nope. Andy that kills people. Chain stew. Oh my god, you guys are gruesome. Okay, so grab the Tatra. We are going to hug the Tatra right up on the back end of that trailer so it doesn't flail and flop about, so that it might, oh, I don't know, not make the journey. See, that's what I thought. That is what I thought. I didn't want to jump to conclusions and maybe guess the wrong game. We got all the context we need. He stabbed them with scissors, and they died as they should have. When is the best truck to get? That is a very open-ended statement, because you are limited by the upgrades that you can find, the level at which you unlock certain vehicles. But you should be able to get a decent amount of trucks right off the bat. After you complete the tutorial, you can go to Alaska. And in Alaska, you can get the ANK MK38. But it involves a little bit of, you know, kind of back and forth. There's the truck you enjoy the most, but a lot of the trucks that you're going to get initially, they're not going to have the best engine. You're going to need to level up to get the right tires. Even, you know, the Fleet Star is one of the best trucks out there. The Fleet Star is one of the just absolute workhorses of the game early on. Until, well, depending on if you get any of the Year 2 DLC pack. The springs are doing a workout back there. So make sure that you have all of the DLC that you are supposed to have, because even if you get the base game, or you get the base game with the season pass, the Year 1 season pass, you're gonna want to make sure that you download everything, because it has to be downloaded individually, oddly enough. And you're actually going to be able to have quite a few trucks right off the get-go. And you can get turn off, go to the next one, fuel station. Yeah, I like the Fleet Star. The Fleet Star, the, what is that, the 5070? Or is that the A-Star? All the old Internationals are really, really great trucks. I had a friend of mine who got the E12 as soon as he could afford it. I went with I think the Paystar. And that worked out really good for me. But level 12, when you hit rank 12, that's when you're going to unlock chain tires, which makes maps like Alaska significantly easier. But there's a handful of trucks you can get on the very first map. There is 2 trucks that you can get on the second map. Smithville there. Rumbada hitting that air horn, letting his presence be known. Hope you're well. Hope things are good. What's up? We have that. I love that semi-truck horn sound. It is a good sound. See, this truck does significantly well through the garbage there. What's good, Rumbada? It is our Friday, and I don't know if it's your Saturday yet, but hopefully you're having a great day. Hopefully you are on the cusp of the weekend. I'm good. I am very good right now. We're back here. We're in Wisconsin again, because we've got a bunch of stuff that we actually never finished in Wisconsin. And a lot of it is logging related stuff that we never really got super into, because then Amor, dropped on us. And we all know how long that took to complete. That was a lot of fun, though. Amor was a hell of a map, though. That was one hell of a map. Hey, that's a moose crossing sign. What do you know? Lights on for safety. One of those things that Puma can never remember to do, and it's pitch black when he's driving, and he never tends to advance the timeline for some reason. Like, you can make it from nighttime to daylight. Here you go. We get the back tires churning. And then the front tires, usually when we're in mud like this, have a tendency to just kind of plow the front end. So they're sort of acting like rudders at the moment. Although, let's hit the engine on the Tatra. See if it'll give us a little bit of a push on through here. But keeping in mind, this truck is only two-wheel drive. And this is usually some gummier mud through here. Our little fan is just cranking away right there. We've got the faux wooden dashboard with all of the gauges. Pretty cool, though. I like it. I like the classic truck style of this one. It is pretty fun. Yes, Gaztron. We got the rocket out of the hangar, and we managed to get the rocket launched. And there's a highlight of the rocket being removed from the from the warehouse, and finally getting launched. And it was so awesome, so awesome. Like, that was an absolute blast to make happen. And we did it. We made it. Got it done. Let's see. Black Caliber Gaming. Hold on, we're stuck here because I'm trying to multitask. Okay. That is the highlight of the truck. And we are thoroughly sunk in the mud here. Give a little helping hand from the winch to kind of pull us along because this is only two-wheel drive. So Gaztron, that would probably be all of the stuff that you did miss. And it was unbelievably cool. I mean, I certainly think it was cool. Alright, winch back to the Tatra again. And stuck in the mud. So there's that. The Black Caliber Gaming, what is good? How is everything? Also, Tristan B84, which version of the game did you end up getting? Well, not going to help us get through. But pretty much it's just going to be winching this thing along through the thicker mud. And I have no idea why I didn't decide to go with a little bit better of a truck. to actually get ourselves out of the muck. Because no, I thought it would be a genius idea to use all of the Pacifics because, hey, you know, they're logging trucks. Let's just go ahead and use them. Brilliant. Then we pull the little guy along with us. At the very least, I realistically should have chosen a truck that could have been a better support vehicle. Also, let's make it bright outside. back to the morning. There we go. And that little Tatra back there actually has the custom mud tires on it as well, which is pretty cool. Apparently not. Get back up to some solid ground again. There we go. All right. Now we're going. We're going somewhere. Or we're kind of going somewhere. Oh, man. And then we'll probably get hung up on the rocks. So there is that, too. And realistically, we should stop at the gas station. Oh yeah, we've got a dude behind us, so let's hopefully not like spin him over and flip him around and stuff like that. So that would be unfortunate. That's like 130 liters that we've gone through just in trying to get over here. The Pacific P16 did a lot better than this thing did. But hey, that's my fault for deciding to take this truck. Usually I'm not an iced tea guy, and now I'm reminded why I'm not an iced tea guy. There was pure leaf sweet tea. Not really my jam. Because the only thing I have left is like water. And who just wants to drink water? I mean, who does that, right? No nonsense and funny business. I'm sensing like a relic response to that. Who drinks water? I do. All the time. It's delightful. That thing's bouncing around back there. Oops. Don't mind me. As fast can be. You'll never catch me. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. Exactly. Water is stupid. Leave it to Jeffrey to just fire right off with something like that. Water's dumb. Oh, man. All right. Getting closer. We're almost there. Almost there. Not quite yet. Alright, so nobody's going to fall off, so that's a plus. A huge plus, actually. I think we bear to the... No. We bear to the left and then loop around. No, wait, hold on. Oh, you know what? Okay, I see now. So we can bear to the right, but then we brake left and then go right. So we don't actually have to cross this little bit down here. Well, I mean, give it a shot. I can't do anything other than try. Actually, let's not forget to give a good old shout out to Black Caliber Gaming, who's last seen playing American Truck Simulator, but shooting people with a sniper rifle, which is entirely acceptable scenarios and situations. Although it isn't stabbing anyone with scissors. So it is, you know, so there is that. That. And actually, this one, that did go across there a lot better than the P16. For some weird reason. Up here, yes, okay. So we're getting there. So we're almost there. Chase Stu, what are you doing, man? That's not exactly how you pay me back for burritos from the other day. Alright, so let's get back up to the log factory, or the log yard, lumber yard. Let's put the long logs back on the other truck. Let's get another load with this one, and then we'll kind of... He gave you a bit of a bit. Yes, indeed he did. I had 15 guys, so one by one, it's Bitsy spidering it. You're fired. I'm gonna ban you. Oh my god. Alright. Okay. Bits. Yes. Yes, I get it. I get it. Alright. Now... Okay. He's gonna take a little bit of getting used to. I haven't actually used this thing at all. Tell you what. I'm gonna... Whoa, whoa, what the hell? This thing is kind of crazy. All right. Crane reminds me of Scary Movie 2. I use that crane a lot for my medium logs. It is really weird. Just the regular crane is a lot easier to control, hands down. Can we grab two? I think we can grab two. Yeah, we can grab two. Although, oh, it's flipping and sliding. So it slides out one way, but then it doesn't allow me to... That's weird. Grab it. Or like right here. See if this works. I like Scary Movie 2. Any of the Scary movies that had the Wayans brothers involved in it were the good Scary movies. Oh, no, don't rotate the log thing that way. Too far that way. So that's that. But then we've probably got to straighten this out just a little bit right here. Okay. Let's see if that works. See if that actually works. Because I have no idea. Yeah, they honestly were. They really were. Not another teen movie. The scary movies. There really was a couple of good parody-style movies of that era. All right, so pack cargo? Pack cargo. Cargo is packed. Perfect. This is good. This is very good. Also, I only have 80 liters of fuel left. And as far as parody movies go, you guys have any favorite parody movies? Whether they be the scary movies, whether they be, you know, any of that other stuff. Oh yeah, Doc Golden, I have my little fuel truck that is right over here. But thank you very much for the reminder. UHF really wasn't a parody movie, though. Hot Shots 1 and 2, that's right. That is so right. Hot Shots was a great movie. Hot Shots was a fantastic movie. Yep. So, yeah, we got our little Tatra right here, which is what do we got? 900 liters in the Scout fuel carrier. We'll top that off, and then we'll top off the Pacific P12, and then we'll top off the Tatra itself. Those tiny trucks are really useful. Exactly, they really are. The Warthog, the Action, the Tatra. You know, even the F-750 with the amount of fuel and repair points. Dragon Chick, hello, how are you? I hope things are good. I am refueling my logging trucks right now. And I had actually just finished putting my logs back in the logging truck because there was a slight issue the other day. And by slight, I mean we completely... You're on PC? I am actually on the PlayStation 4 currently. there are some people that I know who are on the PC, and we've got a bunch of PC players for SnowRunner. So how far along, Dragon Chick, are you in SnowRunner? Because basically, we've done a hell of a lot. All right, so do that. Then we'll just kind of come around. And now all of our weight is over that back axle, so that's pretty good. Now we have to send the stuff off to the lumber mill. I don't know if I should actually take these trucks in a giant log lumber train like this. Or what the hell I'm gonna do. Oh man. Might be a cool idea though. I mean, once we get it down through these rocks and stuff like that. Change truck. Bring it a little bit closer. I do like how the differential lock is always on with this one. Didn't mean to change to that truck, though. Pretty far. I don't know the actual name of the map. I can check, but right now I need to do something to start a train route. So you're on Wisconsin. Chances are you're on Wisconsin, and you are on Rainwoods River. Because there is a lot of train stuff. And that's actually currently what we're doing right here. Because we need to repair the railroad tracks. And to repair the railroad tracks, we have, I think it was 5 or 6 sections. 6 sections of railroad track. And each railroad track section, so each rail section needs to be made at the rail production plant. And then it needs to be created out of 4 wooden planks and 2 metal beams. So right now, what we're actually doing over at Black Badger Lake is... Yeah, this map? Yep. So the one that I had previously done was actually getting a whole bunch of supplies over to the warehouse to be able to build the train route. Thank you very much for the follow. That is awesome of you. Yeah, Doc Golden, this is a huge amount of time involved. And it's not a race. This is not a race at all. You're better off when you spend time and planning for this game. Like, this is a very heavy logistic game. Yeah, sure, you've got all the trucks and everything. Keep up the good work. Dragon Chick, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. We're all about this game. We are all about this game here. Mountain Lion coming in with the sound of the Viking war horn. Can I pick Airplane or Blazing Saddles? You know, honestly, actually, Airplane and Blazing Saddles are absolutely parody movies. You know, the parody of the Disaster movie, the parody of the Old West movie. Spaceballs was utter gold. Mel Brooks was the king of satire and just essentially poking fun at stuff. Young Frankenstein was also awesome. You are completely correct. It's Frankenstein. Walk this way. That movie was great, though. That movie was so great. Oh, yeah. Truck goes like nothing. Actually, this truck does a lot better than I really had thought it would. So we'll get this one, where are we going to go? We'll get over to the lumber mill, and we'll make some more wooden planks. He absolutely is. You are so right. His wit has never been sharper. The man is just a legend. And we're lucky to have a comedic genius of that caliber in our lifetime. Although I do truly wish that they kind of had a Spaceballs 2. The search for more money. Although, we are now stuck on a rock, I think. Oh crap. Don't go too crazy there. But yeah, Doc Golden, for any interest in off-roading, any interest in heavy-duty trucks, and even, I would say, open-world games, SnowRunner is probably one of the better games. Or when they're combing the desert. We were told to comb the desert, so we're combing it. Raspberry! I hate Raspberry! I have not actually played this game on the wheel. I know several players who have tried this on the wheel, and they say it is absolutely amazing. It is a wonderful experience on the gaming wheel. I said fire over her nose, not up it. You know, as far as movies that are quotable that have come along in the last 20 years, that one is way older, and there is more quotables in that movie than the entirety of something like Talladega Nights or Anchorman. The unfortunate thing is I don't really have a lot of room for my setup, Dragon Chick, for the gaming wheel, or as much as the gaming wheel is pretty much a game changer for immersion and realism. Though, for me, it's all about this little guy right here. You have a new wheel and gear shifter. Jeffrey, yes. Do the Spaceballs salute with your brother whenever I come to visit. We both love that movie. It is a great movie. Set Mega made from suck to blow. Super Beef, yes. Yes, indeed. But yeah, PlayStation controller, PlayStation console, that's realistically how it goes for me. I would like to try a wheel one of these days. One of our good friends of the channel, his name is A Hostile Puma, all one word, was actually playing SnowRunner last night and last weekend. He was using the gaming wheel extensively, and he went from absolutely despising this game, or not really despising, but being very discouraged at this game. They've gone to plaid. So he went from being very discouraged with this game, and with the addition of the gaming wheel, it completely changed his experience with the game. So I would absolutely recommend a gaming wheel for this game. The controller is good too. PlayStation controller, because you've got the ability to regulate your gas pedal and your brake pedal. And thank you very much for the follow, Doc GoldenEye. That is just awesome of you. I really appreciate that. You know, we are here. We are definitely all about all sorts of different stuff. We talk about food, we talk about movies, we talk about music. And I was told that I have the IMDb brain, so that does tend to happen from time to time. We do get into some pretty heavy movie conversations. I love movies. I absolutely love movies. I am a huge movie fan. But we've got a variety of interest around here, and we do. We really talk about so many different things, and it's great. It's so much fun. Because that keeps it lively, it keeps it interesting. Stone Creek Lumber. Let's go get our lumber done. Why I can't take any of this lumber, I'm not entirely sure. Full of references from so many things. Movies and TV have a lot of great references to remember and bring up. You're 100% correct. Movie question. Which Friday the 13th was the best? You know, I like when he goes to space. Why is this not moving? Something's stuck. We've gone from bees to cheese in one day. Yep, we did do that. That is a thing. Alright, so... Oh, you know what? We've actually... 2 cargo... Huh. Yeah. This means we only need 1 more load of... No, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Hold on a moment. Jason Takes Manhattan. That one's great. Wait a second. So why is this not letting us convert? So we have 3 long logs in there. Oh, okay. Nope, there it is. Almost missed that. Did like Jason messing up some New Yorkers. So if we're talking about Nightmare on Elm Street, Dream Warriors is a fantastic one. Freddy went from damn near terrifying to comedic in a lot of aspects, like the wisecracking Freddy Krueger. You're right. You're absolutely right. So we did 3. That's 12. Hold on a minute. Oh no, we are going to need a couple more. We are going to need a couple more. 10 planks, 12 in stock. So we needed... I have my notes. We needed a total of 24 planks. And we have 12. Okay. No, that's... No, we're good. We're good. We're good. Don't mind me. I'm just... My brain is mathing at the moment here. I also was a fan of the remake with the dude from Supernatural, not Jensen Ackles, but the other one there. I think he died as well. But that particular Friday the 13th, which was in I think 2013, that was Derek Mears as Jason, and it was really good. I personally thought it was really good. And then you branch out into the remakes of other horror where you have Jackie Earle Haley as the terrifying Freddy Krueger. But the movie itself wasn't as good as it could have been, I feel. And then everybody's going to dump on Rob Zombie and what he did with the Halloween franchise. But, I mean, to each their own, I suppose. It's really, what you like and what you really enjoy. Now I kind of want to watch some some horror movies. Like Rob Zombie's version. The second one was weird, though. Yeah, I like Rob Zombie as a director. Lords of Salem, well, there is that too. And he puts her in every single movie. But I will say, Lords of Salem, which basically stars Sherry Moon Zombie, it took me 2 viewings to really, really get what was going on there. Oh, wait a minute. Do we need a... We have 12 there, and then this will make 18, and then 24. No, 22? Wait a minute. Really liking the Alien franchise. They messed up the... Yeah. Prometheus, I liked Prometheus because even though cinematically or plot-wise it wasn't great. Prometheus was not a good plot for an Alien-style movie. The science in that was dumb. Event Horizon. 1997's Paul Verhoeven Event Horizon, starring Lawrence Fishburne, was an incredible movie. That movie was beyond amazing. Everything about that movie, it should have been a huge movie. That movie was terrifying. The stories of the amount of content that they had to pull from that movie to actually get it an R rating was very surprising. That movie, hands down, I have it in my collection. I don't think I have the Blu-ray, but I do have a DVD version of it. Unreal good. Doc Golden, one of my absolute favorite horror, space horror movies. The gothic architecture of the Event Horizon ship, unbelievably cool. Unbelievably cool. Beast of Time, gifted a tier 1 sub to Doc Golden. Holy moly, Beast of Time. Thank you very much. Thank you for popping by. Would you consider District 9 aliens? No. Well, I mean, they are aliens that came to this planet, but it's not like an alien franchise. We're talking like Sigourney Weaver, you know, Ripley alien movie. Snakes on a plane. I mean, Samuel L. Jackson is pretty legendary. Top 2 favorite space horror movies that aren't aliens or big name: Event Horizon, Starship Troopers. Yes. That, I personally like Starship Troopers. It's a quality, classic, goofy movie. And the book that it's based off of is a little bit more anti-war propaganda than the movie actually creates. It's like RoboCop. It's got a message much like RoboCop. And before we get too far off topic, I did want to say, come on, you apes, you want to live forever? Rico's Roughnecks. Yep, 100%. See, the thing about, I wanted to dial back real quick and touch base on Prometheus just one more time before we move too far past it. The soundtrack to Prometheus is phenomenal. Prometheus visually is a very striking film. It is a beautiful, gorgeous movie. Did you ever watch Flight of the Dead? I probably did. There is a new one that's on Netflix right now. It's Blood... what is it? Jay Stu, what was the name of the vampire airplane movie? It is... there is a kind of a sequel to Prometheus. You're right. Also saw Starship Troopers as a kid, too. First movie I saw where someone was ripped in half, and that was, like, awesome. I actually saw Event Horizon in the movie theater. Alien Revenant, yep. I did see Event Horizon in the movie theater. Okay, so that one over there is good. So we get 12. That's going to be 18. And this will make... This will only make 22? Well... Wait a minute. Why don't we have any more long logs left? No, This is unacceptable. Huh. Must have been quite an experience. It is, being able to see that movie, and I was probably by myself in the movie theater, because I went to movies a lot. Zuvine! I hope you're doing good. I hope everything is fantastic for you. Gotta check, but something's up with the logs here. So we only have medium logs that are left there. What is on? Just gotta double check something real quick. P16 is that. So that only has one. Wonder what the hell. So the sawmill there, but there's also the log station here, which that's also medium log. So I'm going to need a medium log trailer. That is also unfortunate. Doing fine. I am really good. Really, really good. So here's the thing. He couldn't watch the movies that I could watch for the longest time. But Big Trouble in Little China, Kurt Russell. I have a Kurt Russell pop figure. A Jack Burton Big Trouble in Little China pop figure. The Three Storms were so cool. David Lopan, played by the always on point David, what's his name? When I found Event Horizon on Blu-ray on the store shelf when I was shopping, I remembered seeing that movie on TV, and it was an instant grab. I watched it again when I got home and still love it. That's because that movie is unbelievably good. That movie is just perfect. Change trucks to... Nope. Yeah, Event Horizon. The Pork Chop Express. Yes. You look that big old storm right in the eye, and you say, give it your best shot. I can take it. I love how in StarCraft they put some Easter eggs from Starship Troopers and Alien, and even the Zerg Hydras were inspired by Starship Troopers. Yeah, it's cool stuff. I love StarCraft. The original StarCraft was such a cool game. Such a cool game. The music, the way the ship hummed, and how Sam O'Neill conveyed the madness getting to him. Sam O'Neill in that movie, and to think that he did, you know, the really nice doctor, or archaeologist, you know, paleontologist from Jurassic Park. The great thing about Big Trouble in Little China, John Carpenter's soundtracks to his films are so good. His musical accompaniment to his films are fantastic. He does. He's got a very cool Instagram. He really does have a cool Instagram. Am I going the right way? I think yeah, I'm going the right way. Totally going the right way. Totally got it. And then we're going to have to start bringing over a ton of steel beams. Yep, he does his own music. John Carpenter does all of his own soundtracks and scores to his movies. And it's actually really cool because it's all like electro synth pop kind of stuff. You know, who can forget The Thing? The Thing was amazing. Starship Troopers 2 and 3 were alright, but when I found Starship Troopers 4 recently on Netflix, the CGI animated movie Traitor of Mars, that one was well done and I enjoyed that. That really was a good movie. I did see that not that long ago, and I was surprised at how decent it was, and the fact that I believe they had a lot of the original, what was it? Casper Van Dien came back for the Rico voice role. The Thing, top 5 movies. Yep, hands down. That was a great movie. And to think it's a remake of an old 50s sci-fi movie that was based on a book. Yeah, that's okay. That's what I thought. See, this is cool. We've talked about movies and television shows before, but when we get new people coming in and we talk about different movies and television, different genres of movies and television, favorite directors, producers, actors, all of that stuff. This is what I really enjoy, is everybody's wonderfully unique perspective on what they find cool, interesting, unique. I'm all about it. All about it. Yes, I did watch the, they had that prequel to The Thing. And it was okay, but it wasn't Kurt Russell. The Shining, it depends. I have a slight issue with Stanley Kubrick and the way that he went about filming movies. You've never seen The Thing? Oh, dude, you owe it to yourself. You absolutely owe it to yourself to go see The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing. It was a cool throwback of the original characters and the dynamics of Rico, Carmen, Carl, and even Dizzy as they attempt to save Mars from obliteration. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a fun movie. But, Super Beef, Stanley Kubrick's version, I like the unhinged Jack Nicholson, because Jack Nicholson does Unhinged very well. But I don't like learning all of the things after the fact that Stanley Kubrick made his actors and actresses go through to quote-unquote nail the, nail the shot or the take, or making them go through the same take hundreds of times in the matter of a day to try to get the shot. Some of his methods were not really good. Yeah, he was an odd dude over. You're right. And I did read an article not that long ago that was, I think it's on Amazon Prime. I believe it's on Amazon Prime. I read an article on Stanley Kubrick, and it was talking about that, the excuse that strange directors get for doing crappy stuff to actors and actresses just to quote-unquote get the shot. Doc Golden is pretty much on point right there too. It's amazing how much media your local library will actually have available. Take a look. It's in a book. It's Reading Rainbow. The Shining had a good message. You will hate me for this, but I'm not much Stephen King fan. You prefer Dean Koontz. Rumbada. You, my friend. Here we go. I was having a conversation about Dean Koontz with someone else just the other day. And what is it? They did a movie based on a Dean Koontz novel. Phantoms. If you remember the book Phantoms, Actors and actresses aren't letting that stuff fly so much. Exactly, Relic. That's exactly the thing. So let's unload these logs. And then let's turn 1 into 4. So now we have 16 in stock. See, here's what I'm not really understanding, is it said we had 6 long logs to pull from. Okay. So now we're going to need... Now we're going to need the regular log trailer. So for the medium logs, because we got medium logs all over the place. Yeah, Scarlett Johansson is actually suing Disney because they decided to release Black Widow on the streaming service, but her payout was contingent upon the performance of that movie in the movie theaters. And basically it really bones her paycheck. And that's not right. That's not right at all. So, yeah, Rambada, back to Dean Koontz. If you've ever read Phantoms by Dean Koontz, that is one of my favorite Dean Koontz novels. If that specific library doesn't have it, all libraries are networked statewide, so they can have it on hold and brought to your library from another library in the same state. It's an awesome service and lets you watch a lot of old stuff. It is very true. Zuvide, I understand, but in the Netherlands, they don't have the movies in libraries. We have some movie rental places here, but not in my city anymore. Yeah, Disney definitely breached the contract. But if I can stream or download it, I will. Make another portal. Yep, it was supposed to be released in theaters only as per the contract. Yeah. So, here, let me stop the engine. Because I have the ability to do this with my stuff here. So, it's going to keep showing the game, but I'm going to go over here and I'm going to look at Amazon, and I will absolutely try to pull up The Thing to verify that it is on Amazon Prime. Because I'm that kind of guy. I'm really excited about this, and I'm genuinely excited that people who, you know, I wouldn't want to try it. Let's see. And it's funny you mention that, too, because I just finished watching the 2nd season of Ragnarok on Netflix. And I will definitely recommend Ragnarok on Netflix. They're talking, yes, $50 million in lost monies for Scarlett Johansson because of the breach of contract. Okay, so we have the 2011 version, we have the 1951 version, and the... Oops. So it's the 1982 version, the 1951 version, and the 2011 version on Amazon. Yep, exactly. The 1951 version is called The Thing from Another World. But you want the 1982 version. I like Dean Koontz's writing style. The only movie adaptation I've watched was The Watchers. I have The Phantoms, and it's the next I'll read. The last was the What the Night Knows. Also, Dean Koontz did Odd Thomas, who was played by Anton Yelchin, and he unfortunately passed away before they could do anything else. Odd Thomas was actually a really, really good movie. I like that one as well. But yeah, Zuvide, the 1982 version with Kurt Russell, and who else was in that? There was Kurt Russell. Wilford Brimley was in it. You've got a lot of great actors and actresses. I mean, unbelievable amount of actors. Keith David was in that. T.K. Carter, Wilford Brimley, Donald Moffat, Richard Mazur. Yeah, you've got Charles Hallahan. Yeah, ton of really, really good actors in that. All right, so this back to the gameplay. Go look at it on your vacation. Fantastic. Yep. So that relic, that is the one that we are discussing. That is the 1982 version, the one with Kurt Russell, and it's so good. It is so good. All right, so truck storage. So we're going to have to run some logs back and forth. Let's see. So the only thing that we can actually put on the truck for a log carrier is going to be on the Caterpillar 745C. So we will try to use that, and then we'll use another truck. But also, I think... Hold on now. Because I should take another truck with a high saddle so I can get that 8-slot cargo trailer. What kind of beer do people drink in the USA? Awful beer, usually. Usually it's awful beer. I don't personally drink, but typically the people that I am around who do drink Bud Light, Budweiser, and usually disgusting beer. Speaking of old movies remade, Red Dawn was good back then, and the remake with Chris Hemsworth, it was decent. I like Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth is actually a really good actor. That's piss water, not beer. One more thing about Dean Koontz. In every book, there is a golden retriever in it. That's because he used to have one. He even wrote a book about her. It's called Little Big Life, and it is strange because it's not a horror, but you can see him as a good old man who listens to his wife. Coors Light tastes like someone pissed in the still. Eh. So, this is the only vehicle that we can actually run a log carrier on the truck. So we'll move this out here to the road, and we'll actually use this thing to tow the next vehicle that we're going to make use of, which will be... Let's see, which one do we want to use? Because we want to use something that's got a high saddle. Because I think, well, no, because then we can just go to the other garage. What do we want to use for a second vehicle for a log carrying vehicle? Yes, they are, Doc Golden. That 745C is gigantic. We don't want the boar. Because we want something that we can tow to the site with another trailer to carry the medium logs, because we have to use the medium logs now to make more wooden planks out of, to be able to build the stuff to fix the to build the railroad rail pieces. I do like that Freightliner. That Freightliner is so much fun, though. Tuz Action. Too many Azovs. Tega. Well, I could throw the custom mud tires on the Tega. Six MK38. Another Tuz Action. And if this ever decides to scroll down, okay, there we go. Freightliner's an idea. Oh boy, we could do the old International Pay Star. The 5070. Prepare for some movie theater style smart food popcorn coming your way tomorrow, courtesy of the little man. Okay. I like to drink and try much different beers, but nothing beats... Well, see, that's the thing, Zuvide. You're right there in that area of the world where actually good stuff like that comes from. Americans take usually everything that has flavor and taste, and we kind of turn it into poop. That's what we do with our worldly cuisine. Oh, it's so bad. And I like food. I love eating food. I love different kinds of cuisine. But the bastardized American versions of a lot of different stuff... You know what? We use the Navistar because we like the Navistar. Goody, 198! How are you? That's why I like cooking for myself most times. Food is good, yes. Goody, 198, thank you very much for the follow the other evening. Super appreciate it. That was awesome of you, and I hope you're really doing well today. We are in Wisconsin, trucking around some stuff. Oh, you know what? Totally went right by the trailer store. I was really seriously considering either stopping. There is a pizza truck. Oops. Totally trucking off. That's true. Yeah. Trucking off without hooking up to a trailer. So there was a pizza trailer that was actually out and about today that I could have stopped to get a pizza on the way home. There was also the Indian food truck that was out there that I really felt like would be great to get some chicken tikka masala. Alright, so we're going to make this whole nightmare right here. So I can't see anything from our clean-burning diesel engine. And if you think that's a clean-burning diesel, oh boy. Alright, so back to the Caterpillar 745C. Fire this bad boy up. It does happen a lot, Andy. The Dutch food is also well known as food without flavor, but I like cooking. So, what kind of food is Dutch cuisine? Because if it's, you know, and they say that a lot about English food as well. So it looks like a truck that Kiss or Rammstein would use with all the smoke. Well, here's the thing about this, too. This is the... Okay, so this right here is one of my favorite trucks in the entire game. It is not the best truck in the game. It is not the most fuel efficient. It is not even remotely good for most things. It does not have a differential lock, so it kind of struggles on certain terrain. It cannot mount mud tires, but it can mount... Oh, I have... Hold on. I have chain tires on there. Hold on. Let's put the mud tires back on. It's a typical Dutch. Stampot Borenkool? You have to look to translate it? That's alright. So this truck right here was my... Oops. Why did I do that again? This was my pre-order bonus for this game. This truck, the Navistar 5000 MV, was the truck that I got from Saber Interactive for pre-ordering SnowRunner in... What is that? April of 20... So, yeah, March. I pre-ordered in March, I think. And this was my pre-order bonus right here. It reminds me of the 18-wheeler rig from Twisted Metal Black. A little bit. Mr. Black. Google translated it as kale stew. Interesting. Very interesting. I just want to put the mud tires back on this thing because we don't have to deal with any more ice or anything. Yeah, Twisted Metal Black is some serious nostalgia. OHD. What do we want? We don't want the twos. We want the... Wait a minute. We want the ones, I think. The ones, I think, are slightly better on this one. So, we've got our off... We don't have mud tires, we have off-road. I have the Premium Edition, but this truck is still paid DLC. Yeah, Rambada, it was paid DLC if you did not get it as a pre-order bonus. But, here's the cool thing about this truck. See that? This is a legitimate military truck. This was a heavy-duty hauling tractor for pulling tanks and things like that. Remember Vigilante on the PS1? Yes. So, this truck is technically, like, armored and stuff. It's got the digital camo. This, to me, with the bash bar, is the closest I am going to get to the Mad Max Fury Road war rig, driven by Imperator Furiosa, played by Charlize Theron, who is from South America. And she has a wonderful movie career. She is a fantastic actress. And this, in Fury Road, Charlize Theron did an amazing job. Or at least I personally believe that she did an amazing job. Exactly. I am 100% without a shadow of a doubt Mad Maxing it. So, I mean, it's not going to be remotely as useful or as effective as, say, like a truck with a, like a pickup bed or something like that. I mean, it's too far away. It's got the turning radius of no. It's got awful fuel economy. It blows smoke all over the place. If you try to use it in first-person view, you can't see anything. But this is one of the coolest-looking trucks in the game. Hands down. And if you disagree with me, I will fight somebody about it. But that's just my personal opinion. Alright, so change trucks, back to the Caterpillar. So we'll use this as our... Because this is the slower truck, we will use this as our main tow rig. When you show the interior, that was the first thing I thought of Fury Road. Fury Road is an unbelievably awesome movie. Mad Max was in Space Jam. Of all movies, they threw that in Space Jam. That's weird. You can remove the mesh on the windshield and the side windows, Andy, but I do not want to remove it because I think, personally, it looks way too cool. That right there looks way too... You can actually put armored slats on the windows and stuff. So, Bitterballin, Offergist, and Panic-Cookin', along with Olliballin, seem to be the foods I would want to try the most. Oh, fantastic. Zuvide, thank you very much for that. And that's what we have the Discord for, so that everyone can be able to share cool pictures and stuff with everybody else. And if it's everything from food, which we are all about the food here, we certainly love food here. You know, we've got the food channel specifically in our Discord, and you know, if you guys want to put up anything you see, cool pictures of whatever, get a picture of a cool car, big truck, something like that, we're all about that. We're absolutely all about that. Ooh. Ooh. Whoa, we just missed that. Got a little bit too heated right there. The Caterpillar is very slow to steer. Very slow to steer. All right. So, Zuvide also, actually, you know, it's funny you mentioned that, Doc Golden. I had been considering, for like a fill-in game, throwing the Mad Max game on, because it actually is a really, really, really great game. I beat that game, and it was an experience. It was a really neat game, and the photo mode for that game was so cool. It was actually a legitimate, real good photo mode that you could make use of. Inflicted Sky! What is good? Well, Zuvide, it's not that he knows a lot of Dutch stuff. It's that he knows a lot of food. Yeah, it is. It is an experience. It is. I don't think it was as critically well received as it should have been. The car driving was more arcade than I'd have wanted it to be, but we're gonna hit that phone pole. We're just kind of all over the place here. One of my favorite wrestlers is Dutch. I watch him every time he's on Twitch. Relic is also our current and most well-known wrestling aficionado. If you need to know anything about everything about wrestling, Relic is the go-to guy. Not that he wants to be, because, you know. Is our trailer still? Yeah, our trailer's still up, right? Okay. So I don't know which direction I will go. I probably will pull the logs from the closest log station, the one that just has the medium logs. Dutch. I've got a plan, Arthur. Dutch always has a plan. And that plan just didn't come to fruition. Red Dead Redemption was a fantastic game. Actually, oddly enough, you can get a cameo from the guy who does the voice work for Arthur Morgan. And if you guys are not familiar with what Cameo is, it's a fantastic website, and it is simply cameo.com. cameo.com. It never, Andy, it never goes well. Never, ever, ever goes well. Yeah, Dutch, for whatever reason, just is never content with that next big score. He's always looking ahead. He's always scheming. He always wants more than he needs. And it just, the greed is his undoing. I could go on and on about Red Dead Redemption 2. I've seen people do stuff with Cameo for Mass Effect. Yes, Commander Shepard is on Mass Effect. Star Trek characters, yeah, there is a lot of stuff. Also, Mick Foley. Mick Foley is also on Cameo, and I have gotten cameos from Mick Foley several times now for various family members. Bam Scene. Oops. Totally not paying attention here. Texting and driving. Not doing good. Bam Scene, thank you very much for the follow. Zuvide, yeah, take your time, man. Take your time. But I hope you're good, Bam Scene. I hope everything is well with you. We're just hanging out here playing some SnowRunner, talking movies, talking wrestling, talking, you know, voice actors and Cameo and everything else. Oh, dude. I'm trying to keep this thing in a straight line, and it's just... Yeah, it's not working. Really not working. I mean, I can watch the screen here, or I can watch the screen here, and neither one does me any good because I wind up in a phone pole, so... See, the Caterpillar... I think Foley is a whole ass legend everywhere. Ass legend. That's a... That's an interesting way of putting it. Yeah, it's it. It is. It is all good, man. It is all good. But, you know, this is the thing. You know, we're playing SnowRunner, but we're talking about no, right? Rusev is from my country. Cool. Very cool. Yeah, I like Foley. Foley's pretty damn cool. Foley's a good dude. I actually bought a pop figure. I bought a Mick Foley pop figure off of eBay because it's actually been discontinued. And he's having a private signing. So you can actually send a whole bunch of memorabilia in, or you can send all kinds of different stuff into this private signing, and you can have it personalized. You can kind of do whatever, whether it's a magazine or one of the, you know, hardcore belt replicas or anything like that. And he'll sign that stuff. Rusev Furia, Rusev Maka. The end of Red Dead's story was real. Oh, well, which end of Red Dead? And I don't know if anybody's, you know, trying to avoid spoilers for Red Dead Redemption 2 or anything like that. But the Red Dead Redemption stories are heartbreaking. Yes, for exactly where Riddick is from. Not epilogue, just yes. The Arthur. So are you talking about the Arthur Morgan story, or? Yeah, the Arthur Morgan story is just. It is soul crushing. It's absolutely soul crushing because I have feelings on all of that. And it's interesting because as you play the game, as Arthur Morgan, it means hit and Maka means smash. Ah, okay. That's cool, Rambada. Well, let's turn on the headlights. Headlights for safety. Also, wait a minute. Let's turn on our lone singular beacon. He'd stomp that little pencil neck Vin unleaded. Yeah, but you know what the nice thing about Vin Diesel is? He's a gamer. So there is that. The whole experience of Arthur, it's an incredible experience from start where you have control in the snow-top mountain and to the end where he sees his last sunrise. But it goes further than that. It goes further than that. Doc Goldeneye. It is the gameplay itself. You experience it as when your character is capable of doing the most, he has the least amount of options and choices. You don't get the dialogue options and the ability to choose what Arthur Morgan does or says until his choices are taken away from him with the knowledge of his inevitable demise. And the fact that simply, well, you got the consumption. That's it. Alright, so I want to go around this way. And then we'll get to the log station here. And then we'll bring the logs back. Not like GTA where it's just, oh, I'm a gangster and you're a gangster. It's just a guy that slipped into a life he doesn't want to live. Yeah, that... I have thought a long, hard time on Red Dead Redemption 2. And I've read so much about it, and the whole character arc that Arthur Morgan experiences, the redemption arc, effectively, it is heartbreaking. It is absolutely heartbreaking. The only time your character has choice is when he no longer has the ability to enact that choice. Yeah. And the way that the first one plays out with John Marston. That was a great game too. All those games were really, really good. Red Dead 2 has the best story I would recommend. So here's the thing. That almost made me shed a tear. So, with Red Dead Redemption 2, it actually went toe-to-toe with God of War for Game of the Year. I personally feel, and this is just me, that Red Dead Redemption 2 should have won Game of the Year. Toward the end of the game, I had Arthur with that long ZZ Top style beard. Yes, because you could grow the beard out with the beard oil. It's true. Yeah, just, oh man. So, God of War won the Game of the Year title. And it's really unfortunate because I still feel that while God of War for the PlayStation 4, does it really look like this in SnowRunner? Parts of it. Yeah, honestly, parts of it. So we'll get... We don't have any long logs, but we got medium logs. Okay. So it says we have 6 cargo left. Now we have 3 cargo. Ooh. Now I see what's going on there. Okay. So... Yeah, Zuvide, parts of the United States actually do look like this. It is true. I'll have to take some pictures of places that are local to me and around so that you can get a good idea. And I'll put them up on the Discord sometime. Remember the first time hunting, getting absolutely just... Yeah, the grizzly bear. Yep. Yep. So, I live in the suburbs. I am probably about an hour outside of the city. And, I mean, I could go to... It's not like dirt roads like this and stuff. If you go out to places like Western Massachusetts, up to New Hampshire, Maine, stuff like that, you'll run into a lot more, you know, dirt roads, fire trails, all kinds of stuff. But then redeeming myself and then wearing that pelt on my head, yes, I liked the alligator outfit personally more than the bear outfit. So for me, it was the alligator outfit. The first time I went through the swamp area, I got off the horse to see if I could loot a hanging body. I turn around, I see 3 crazy swamp people, I shoot one with a shotgun, and the second dude just runs up and murders my ass with a knife while I'm reloading. Marston's fate and story was really sad too. You're 100% correct. And it's so sad because those games are exactly... You try to hope that something happens. Okay, so we've got no more logs here now. Ooh, I hope we're going to have enough. I really hope we're going to have enough. You want to change the fate. You want to change the fate of these characters. But you just can't. Because a lot of times, it's almost like that theory, or not theory even, but in Norse mythology, there's the Norns, and they weave your fate. Your fate is already written and woven into the skein of life a long time ago. And you can't do anything to change it. That's how well made that game was? Yes, absolutely. The swamp people were utterly terrifying. Alright, so we want to kind of... Yeah, let's take this thing back here. Oh, poo. Just trying to get this thing. When you drive an hour here, you cross like 10 cities. In 3 hours, you can get to every place in the Netherlands. That's actually pretty cool. But no, I still think Red Dead Redemption 2 was utterly robbed versus God of War. I feel that God of War was mechanically the better game because it had better gameplay mechanics. It was more dialed in than Red Dead Redemption 2, but I feel that the story, even though the story, and I will not discount the fact that the story with God of War wasn't fantastic by itself, but the true emotion that Red Dead Redemption 2 pulled at your heartstrings and just yanked at your soul was heavier than the tale and story that God of War tried to tell. The first gator I ran into ran away, so the next day I tried to show my buddy. I run up to another gator and fired a shot into the air. The gator got angry and bit me. I panicked and started trying to stomp him to death. I died. They would come out of the nowhere, and they weren't there when I got off the horse. After that happened, I'm like, nah, just ride through. Don't stop for nothing. Well, that's what they do, though. They hung the bodies up so that they would be distractions, and then you're checking them out, and then they just show up right behind you. Did you ever find the small dollhouse, the small church house in the swamp? I remember when I was hunting, I set up a camp. 5 seconds later, a skinner put a gun to my head and told me not to come there again or that they would kill me. Yeah, the dynamic world that was Red Dead Redemption 2 was also fantastic. I feel like in terms of open worlds that are living, breathing worlds, it will always be Skyrim as number one, even though that was a much older game and the technology isn't as fine-tuned. But Skyrim is the number one open world game with a living, breathing atmosphere and life and existence for NPCs and animals and everything else. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a gorgeous, beautiful open world. And there is so much life in it, and you can go from town to town. Yeah, there are so... Yeah, you're right. Doc Goldeneye, you are so right. Yeah, Goody198, you're 100% correct. I mean, it's a thing that just... It's like... Oh, I drove past it. So let's loop around to the gas station just to get gas. Gonna head out now. Feeling tired since it's 1 a.m. again. Enjoy your stream, and I hope to see you soon. Andy, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I hope that you do end up getting some sleep this evening, for one. And, yeah, we'll be back again. And depending on what happens Monday, we're gonna put this out here. Depending on Sunday. Depending on what happens on Sunday, we might have a car show. What are we stuck on? So we might... Oh, handbrake, that's what we're stuck on. So we might have a car show Sunday morning, say 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that may happen. And if it does happen, it's dependent on whether or not I can get everything done tomorrow that I need to get done. Because I'll be under the hood of both my car and my truck. So that's going to happen. So we'll be live from... Possibly live. Oh yeah, man. This is awesome stream. I've enjoyed how engaging you are with conversation, discussion on movies, and all kinds of cool stuff to talk about. Cirque Lunicus. I am delighted that you have popped by. Yeah, definitely, Andy. Be good, man. And for real, Doc Goldeneye, I appreciate that. And that is what I want to... That's all I want. You know? That is the experience that I want. That is the... You know, I want everybody to feel like they matter here. I want everybody to feel like they can contribute here. And I just want everybody to have a good time. And to feel that we can talk about anything under the sun. We can talk about anything. You know what? Cirque Lunicus, it's going pretty good. It is going pretty good. We launched a rocket the other day. We launched a rocket. And it was so damn cool. And I might have got a little excited. And we do have a clip of it on the channel. So we're doing pretty good. We've gone back to Wisconsin. We finished with Emor in the Russian Federation. We're currently right now delivering lumber to the sawmill because we've got a rather large contract to attempt to kind of do. So we're going to advance the timeline a little bit because I don't want it at night. So get rid of those logs. Turn these logs into Wooden planks. So we seriously underestimated the amount of logs that we could get to turn into wooden planks. So that's the only thing. Yep, so... you think little excited is a huge understatement? So Sergei Lunicus. That is the clip of the rocket and us getting to a point where we could launch the rocket. Twitch was right to have you pop up in recommended channels for me to click on. Dark Goldeneye, I appreciate that. That is so cool, man. The Adventures of Stormdolph and J. Stu Baggins Part 2. Relic? You might not be wrong, because J. Stu, I believe, might be... If I go, J. Stu will go. And at the end of the story mode, the bonding you have with Arthur, it's like he's your best friend. Goody, you are so right about that. You are so right, because even the whole situation with the horse and the way that the game makes you bond with the horse, and then to have that ripped from you in the most gut-wrenching manner, the most heartbreaking manner. It was so brutal. I think it is nice to meet people from the other side of the world. Zuvide. Absolutely. We here enjoy everyone from all over the place coming in, hanging out, having a blast. Yes, like SpongeBob and water, I need it. Oh man, I keep reading that a little excited in air quotes there. In Relic. We were able to take that rocket and we had to drag it out of the giant storage container, the storage warehouse that it was in, and it was on tracks. But we had to fight to get that trailer pulled because it was so heavy. We went through so much fuel. So much fuel. What world are you from? We are from many different worlds. Yeah, goody. We launched a rocket yesterday. One of the main overarching objectives for this game in the DLC number 4 for Amur, Russia, is to assemble a rocket's core section, build a fuel processing plant, and successfully launch a rocket. Gonna go make dinner. J. Stu, thank you very much for hanging out. And like I said, guys, you may see an appearance of the elusive J. Stu Sunday morning. I will let you know in the Discord if we do end up making it to, or definitely have plans to make it to the Cars and Coffee. I've never played Car Mechanic Simulator, mostly because I've got like stuff to do, and I can go out and I can put parts on my car and my truck right now, which would actually be kind of funny. Yes, that's right. It is a huge maybe, but also I might go because I have friends and coworkers who are actually going to the Cars and Coffee as well. So let's go back to what we were doing. What were we doing? I don't know what we were doing. So we'll just kind of park this bad boy right over here. So Car Mechanic Simulator, the idea to me is funny because I can do that pretty much in real life if I'd like. Caterpillar 745C. So let's transport these logs back over to wherever it is we were going. I don't know if he's going to be there. I'll shoot LoJack a message. But I have another coworker and someone who used to be a coworker. So one coworker has a 2006 Challenger? No, Charger. No, it's a 300. He's got a Chrysler 300. It's like a 2006 Chrysler 300 with the Hemi. It's actually a really nice car. So he's got that all clean and ready to go for the Cars and Coffee. My other buddy has a 2016 Audi, just like Puma, actually. Black, everything. His is slightly tuned, so it is not slow. That is actually a fairly fast car. Thinking of getting this right now, but I have a question for you. Yes, absolutely. You got me jebaited again. You got me jebaited again. I have no idea what that is, but I will answer any question that you have about this game. What kind of Audi? It was I'm trying to think. I think it's an S4. Can use the G19 steering wheel, 6-speed shifter, and is there track? I believe it does have. Hold on, let's go to the options here. Settings. So we have steering wheel settings over here. So basically, you've got the option for common console presets. Well, he did. He upgraded the turbo piping, and I believe it's got some exhaust upgrades. Plus, it's got the transmission, driveline tune, as well as the engine tune. You've got the Thrustmaster steering wheel, Fanatec DD1, PlayStation 4 layout. So those are your common inputs for the steering wheel. But you've got all of the adjustments for the steering wheel that you can actually add, and the gear shift right here you can also configure. So neutral, auto, reverse, high gear, low gear, low plus, low minus. You've got a lot of configurable options for the steering wheel if you actually want to add in a steering wheel to this game. And I believe the G19 is one of the supported steering wheels for this game. And this game is absolutely worth getting. Really, really worth getting. Don't go into it thinking that it's a race, though. Don't go into it thinking that this is the type of game where you're going to be driving off-road, bouncing around like it's the Baja, and you're in a trophy truck. This is not that type of game. I mean, you can try, and there's actually mods where you can add those kinds of trucks to this game. I'm brave Sir Robin. Amen to all that. Yes, indeed. Brave Sir Robin, how is everything with you? I hope you are well. Hope all is good. Gonna come around here. Open the storehouse. We will then transfer medium logs, craft them into. So now we have 20 wooden planks. Audi, an Audi R8. No, it's I think it's an S4. All good, awesome. I think it's a lot cheaper to drive a car like that there. Yes, it is. Sorry, the cat was being sick. I missed what you said. Ooh, I hope your cat is all right. So, how much of that did you catch and not catch? Because we actually... Did you see me go through the settings for the steering wheels? Also, I need some fuel. Let's go take... You're talking about a cat, and I've got a cat right here. Aha. Okay, so... Let me just back up this caterpillar. This is the big cat. So, in the settings for this game, you've got the steering wheel or controller settings. But, over in the steering wheel settings, we have common console presets, which you've got a lot of adjustability and fine-tuning all through here. You've also got the Thrustmaster steering wheel support, and then you've got the Fanatec DD1 PlayStation 4 layout, because I am, of course, playing on the PlayStation 4. But you have wheel sensitivity, the amount of force feedback you get, tilt gain, friction base level, friction gain, spring gain, collision gain, vibro-tactile force gain, brake pedal sensitivity, paired pedals, invert wheel, invert throttle, invert brake, invert clutch, invert X or Y camera, maps, all that stuff. And also, you have a fully configurable gear shift setting right here. So your neutral, auto, reverse, high gear, low, low plus, all of that stuff is configurable to the game itself. And it's pretty cool. It actually is pretty cool. So the steering wheel setups on this completely change how the game really feels. And you can go into first-person mode with the steering wheel. You have the Thrustmaster for space games. Nice. So you can sit here in first-person mode with the steering wheel completely configured. And, I mean, you can just crank right around and just have a grand old time. That I don't know. I don't think I am familiar with that at all, actually. Because at the moment, I play on the PlayStation 4 console. So for me, it's all PlayStation 4 controller. So let's just this and check on this. SnowRunner tracker support. Tracker support in first-person view out of vehicle. Okay. I don't think it is. No, I don't think it actually is. So we don't have that yet. Check a couple more things here. Yeah, we don't have anything like that just yet. But it doesn't mean that it won't be something in the future. Thanks, you sold it to me. I'm getting a credit card, buying it now. It would only be a bonus. Fantastic. From London? Yeah, we've got some people from your neck of the woods that tune in from here, or tune in here. But yeah, I love this game. I absolutely love this game. And it is such a blast. And we can hit the horn. Flash the headlights. We'll stop in the fuel station. We'll fill up real quick. So if we need any additional lumber... You know what? Actually, it's over here. It's at the log station. So we've got 2 more loads from over here that we can go get. And then bring it back, turn it into planks, and then we'll have the 3 loads of... So 8, 8, 8... Yeah, we'll have 3 loads of planks to transport to the factory to offload, and then we have to just start working on the metal to bring over there. Okay. No, this is something. We're good. We're good. First-person view in a lot of these trucks is actually really, really cool. And I love this Caterpillar 745C. This thing is a beast to drive. There are so many different trucks in this game to be able to use. Oh yeah, headlights for safety. Don't forget that. But yeah, this game, you can get the Season 1 DLC, you can get the Season 2 DLC, but Season 2 kicks off probably in about a month with the next DLC. How long have I been playing SnowRunner? I have been playing SnowRunner since its release in April of 2020. So this game came out towards the end of April in 2020. and I have been playing since release, and have only periodically stopped to play other games. Like, I played probably upwards of 160 or 170 hours of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I streamed my whole playthrough for that. And that's a fantastic game. And you want to talk about other open-world games that are gorgeous and beautiful? Assassin's Creed Valhalla, even if you don't like an Assassin's Creed game, yeah, it is on sale on the PlayStation Network. Also, fun fact, they are working on cross-play, cross-platform, but you have PlayStation for Steam, or excuse me, SnowRunner for Steam. You've got SnowRunner for the Epic Game Store. So they're probably going to be working on getting that cross-play working before anything else. You've also got the ability to get SnowRunner on the Nintendo Switch. You can pick it up on the Switch. You can pick it up on the PlayStation, Xbox. It's a good time. This is a fun game, and it's just a chill, mellow game that has so much depth and nuance to it over than simply drive a truck through mud, pick up a thing from point A, bring it to point B. It's so much more than that. So much more than that. And that's what I love about this game. It's a beautiful game. I mean, this is Wisconsin. You know, for all intent and purpose, this is Wisconsin. Huge Assassin's Creed fan. I played them all the way back to the first one. The major thing I love about Assassin's Creed is the major attention to detail of history that they apply to the games, the areas, the people, the lore. Absolutely, Doc Goldeneye. Absolutely. I have yet to actually really dive too hard into the Wrath of the Druids DLC, but I will be doing that. That's probably going to be one of the things that's going to come up at some point in time. But I've just been having so much fun with SnowRunner. I am also a huge Norse mythology buff. For me, Norse mythology, the Vikings, all of that stuff is so fun. Tax for Audi S4 is $105 a month. Insurance, $118 a month. Price 2014 is $45,000. Gas is almost $9 a gallon. Yeah, so Zuvide, from where you are, that is a rather expensive investment for a car like that. And that's a, what is it? Is that a single turbo or a twin turbo? I can't remember. But the dual clutch transmission in that thing, the paddle shifters, all of it, it is awesome. It is a fun car. But well, so Zuvide, you're coming in from the Netherlands. So I always forget about the differential lock and the all-wheel drive on this truck is just never. It was worth getting the DLCs like Season 2. Yeah. So what happens? So the game itself, you've got the base game, which gives you, and I will show you. So we go to the global map. So up top in the global map, right here, you've got Michigan, which is the map that you start on. So with the base game, you get Michigan, Alaska, and Tamir. Kola Peninsula is the first DLC. The Yukon is the second DLC. Then it goes Wisconsin, which we're kind of puttering around now. And then we get Amur, which is the number 4 DLC. With each of those DLCs, you get all of these maps. And even if there's only 2 maps with the DLC, they're huge. They are gigantic maps. You get a whole bunch of new trucks. Sometimes they will release a DLC truck outside of the planned release cycles, but they're only a couple of dollars a piece. So if you buy the season 1 pass, you'll get all of this stuff here. And if you buy Season 2, you actually get a vehicle skin pack, plus you get access to all of the Season 2 stuff. And Season 2, I believe, kicks off in about a month. So we should be mid-month before we actually get the next one. So yeah, actually, Doc Goldeneye. I mean, check this out. Black Flag is still my favorite. Valhalla and Odyssey are close behind, though. Yo ho, me hearties. Black Flag was fun. Kill time and do ship battles. Yeah, I'm buying the whole lot now. Yep. I would recommend that because you get everything, and it gives you a little bit more flexibility. G2A has all the DLCs to buy. Yeah. So, let me go back to the global map, and say we'll go to... We'll check out the Yukon. This is Big Salmon Peak. This map is almost so big I can't fit it onto the entire screen. This map right here is enormous. This is gigantic. Beast of Time. Totally cool, man. I hope you are well, and I hope things are fantastic for you. I mean, this map is massive. And you've just got so much stuff to do. So much stuff to do. I think it's better to buy the premium edition. It's on sale now. The only Assassin's Creed game I haven't finished is Syndicate. Couldn't finish that. Bit of a buggy issue for me. And I need to go back to Odyssey and do all the DLCs for it. So the interesting thing about some of the Assassin's Creed games, unfortunately, is the buggy nature of some of the stuff that pops up. Which is too bad, especially when it turns into a game-breaking bug. I was lucky that I could kind of work around some of the issues that I had. But I had a friend who had game-stopping issues with Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Like, his main storyline could not progress any further because of the glitches that occurred. Which is too bad, because it's a great game, and I think everybody deserves to be playing that game. Or any of... And you're right when you talked about the attention to detail with history that they put in there. It's interesting because it's not a carbon copy of history. It's a slightly modified version, but it makes sense from the context of the game. Because when you consider history is always told from the viewpoint of the victor, that handles a lot of information and how it really kind of affects the game itself. But it's cool, though. It's actually really, really cool. They are trying to let people drive as less as possible for the environment, and they love to let us pay a lot of tax. Yeah, but... Zuvide, what is it like where you live? Like, what is the general, almost, what word am I looking for? Just the culture where you are. Like, do you have a really friendly, welcoming, open culture of people? You know, when you have tourists and such, like, what is the experience like? I know from experience of Massachusetts and New England, Assassin's Creed Black Flag and Assassin's Creed Rogue are literally the same game with different storyline. I like Black Flag because of the naval combat. I could care less about the storyline of Black Flag, even though it tried to be a different game and wasn't about primarily the lineage of the Assassins. We have our little beacon on there for safety. Just, you know, cruising through the woods, driving down the path. Mass holes. Mass holes is a term that does get thrown around quite a bit. And it's interesting because typically the most commonly used masshole phrase comes from people who are in New Hampshire. Individuals from New Hampshire do not like individuals from Massachusetts, and they seem to think that they drive particularly too aggressive and not so well. But the funny thing is, joke's on them, they're just as awful as driving as basically anybody else is. Rogue, you're a Templar and work with Hatham himself, who happens to be the descendant of Edward. Yes. Edward Kenway. I really don't like the assassins from... Oh, you know what? What is that? Is that steel beams there? I think that's steel beams. I may take those later. Very welcome and tolerant country, but is also a small and wealthy country, what makes it expensive at some points. Okay. What is it? So, Zuvide, what would you say is the best part of living in the Netherlands? Whether it be a particular dish or cuisine that is easily accessible, whether it be a particular area you can go to and experience and, you know, take in the sights, or a big, giant national forest or park or something like that. You got the base game in Season 1 and Season 2 on Steam. Oh, that's cool, though. That is cool. Well, sometimes it pops up on sale, and basically it's a waiting game, unfortunately. So if you really don't want to wait, then go for it. But you'll have a good time with the steering wheel. It completely changes the way that you play the game. And just witnessing firsthand certain people who go into the game thinking it's going to be something different and then try to play like an off-road racing game. Ah, thank you very much for the follow. You got me jebaited again. I appreciate that. That is super awesome of you. But yeah, you've got people who go into this game thinking it's going to be an off-road racing game, or an off-road, you know, try to deliver the cargo as fast as you can style of game. I've seen people play this, and the other trucking sims with a wheel, it looks, it is much more immersion, and yeah, couldn't think of a streamer name. That is totally okay. Totally cool. I was playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and I got caught in a storm. There was a rogue wave that hit my ship and killed 16 of my crew members. Those rogue waves, though, are devastating. SnowRunner needs to sponsor your channel just based on the number of sales you're responsible for alone. Yes, Brave Sir Robin, you are 100% correct. So early on, actually, this game came in approximately, I would say, halfway through my furlough at work. So it came at a time where me and several other coworkers who all had PlayStations would game together, and we would play Borderlands 3 or pretty much whatever we could find that was multiplayer that could get enough people in. This was our way of still interacting with each other. This was our way of still trying to just make sense of an insane world. And we played a lot of SnowRunner when it came out. There was the 3 or 4 of us on a map doing all kinds of SnowRunner activities, just hauling cargo, repairing bridges, eliminating rock slides, finding trucks, repairing trucks, refueling trucks, building infrastructure. It was amazing, and it actually felt like it made things not as terrible. It made things just a little bit better, and I absolutely have this game to thank for getting me through just a miserable, rotten experience, because I never wanted to be out of work, and I never thought that I would be someone who got sent home and told, you know, we'll call you back when we need you. So there is that. Yeah, so this has the Season 4. The Season 4 DLC is Amour. So if you get the Season Pass, you'll get... So you get the Season 1 Season Pass, and then the Season 2 Season Pass. And you'll get all of the stuff. It was a ton of fun doing ship battles, absolutely. In a storm, even more so. We don't have big parks like in America, but we have a good historical places with very old windmills. Yes, when you like nice cities, you have to go to Amsterdam or Den Haag. I live in the east at the border of Germany. For nice nature, you don't have to come here, but something what is nice for a tourist is that almost everyone speaks English and German, and a lot speak French as well. Interesting. Zuvide, thank you very much for that. Huge reason I've been looking forward to Skull and Bones for upwards of 8 years. Skull and Bones, Pushback. There was actually a big article on Skull and Bones just the other day on Kotaku that both me and Relic had read. So we have 22. We've got 22 wooden planks. That's good. So the thing is, with a game like Skull and Bones, you've got the Xbox players and you've got the Microsoft PC players who have access to Sea of Thieves. And it's a much more cartoony, much more like light-hearted version of the game. And I kind of feel like Skull and Bones looks much edgier and a little bit grittier than Sea of Thieves. It was a great idea. Absolutely, it was a fantastic idea. They thought that they could get away with just kind of taking most of the stuff that they had from Assassin's Creed Black Flag, kind of doing something with it, and then shipping it as Skull and Bones. All right, so let's go back to... Let's do the Navistar on this last run. We'll take the Navistar... Actually, let's make it morning so we can see what we're doing. So, Sea of Thieves. I've seen a bunch of players with Sea of Thieves, and it's turned into, or it's not turned into, but it's very cartoony. It's very player versus player oriented. It looks like. It's not that it's not fun, or it doesn't look fun, but it's also only available for Xbox and PC. They are contracted through the Singaporean government, so they absolutely have to release it, especially after 8 years and over 120 million has been pumped into it. And that's an interesting thing, though, what Relic brings up. Sea of Thieves is so heartbreaking you can spend 3 hours straight getting treasure and grinding, and someone can just burn down your ship and it will be all over. Exactly. So, goody, there is a large amount of griefing that one could do in Sea of Thieves and basically make it a miserable experience for someone else if you just simply wanted to be a jerk about it. So, the interesting thing is also with Skull and Bones is the idea that the game and the company was too big to fail. Just simply throwing money at an idea was enough to make it happen. There is a wonderful article on Kotaku about the game Anthem and how... who was Anthem? Was it EA? EA was the release, the big backer financially. But Anthem didn't do... Anthem was hot garbage. Anthem that we saw and played was only about a year and a half worth of development, even though the game had been something that they were working on for close to, like, I think it was 6 or 7 years. That would make me rage with the quickness, and I would probably get banned. Yeah, Relic, it's not a good situation like that, to be able to have to spend... I mean, I guess that is the big risk versus reward factor. Yes, BioWare was Anthem. And yes, the phrase that was commonly touted at BioWare was that BioWare magic, because they figured the game would sort itself out come crunch time. So something that game studios do to basically turn their employees into work zombies and slave wage zombies is that whole idea of crunch time. And that's how we got, the Dragon Age game. And there were still employees at BioWare, according to the Kotaku article, that didn't want the Dragon Age games to be successful because they didn't want the company to continue operating like it was, with the idea that everything will sort itself out if everybody works hard enough at the end with no time left. And that's not fair. That is truly not fair. And it's kind of interesting because we seem to have a large reckoning in the video game industry in terms of just how things are, especially with the Blizzard Activision stuff that's going on. Maybe it will actually go hand in hand with everything that's happening. Goody198, thank you so very much for hanging out with us. Thanks for chilling, taking it all in, and super appreciate the follow, man. Have a wonderful night, and I hope that your weekend kicks off really awesome. Now, I'm super happy that everybody who has popped by, everybody who has hung out, contributed, and even if you're just watching, totally cool. Totally cool. So this will be our last load of logs. Like my Dragon Age games, the next one needs to release so I can cut down Solus. I've never actually played a Dragon Age game, and I've never actually played a Mass Effect game either. And I know people seem to think that that's a little bit on the weird side, but I don't know. I kind of like what I like. Yeah, we're going the right direction. It's not that the Dragon Age games are bad games. It's just not my style of gameplay. Used a mod for the first time today, purist that I am. What mod did you end up using, Brave Sir Robin? Brave Sir Robin. Alright, punch it up here. Let's do this thing. Let's go get this last load of lumber. And then let's figure out what we're going to do about some of these metal beams. Because some of the metal beams I can get from this half of the map. Also, I'm thinking that trying to kind of plan out how we're going to get the 8-slot trailers. P16 suited all-wheel drive. Ooh. The P16 with all-wheel drive would be effectively like the twin steer with all-wheel drive. Just an unstoppable juggernaut. Both are fantastic games. I have about 300 hours in Mass Effect Andromeda alone between story and multiplayer. That's pretty cool, though. That's actually really cool. One of my other brothers was a huge Mass Effect fan. And he got the, what is it, the Blade, just the other day. Admittedly, I tend to modify my own cars in real life. You're not the only one, Brave Sir Robin. Okay, so that is the last amount of logs from this log station. Also, I should have really planned out a little bit better because it's not one unit of logs for... So 1 unit of medium logs is actually 3 logs as represented in the inventory. Pics on the Discord? Yep. All right. I will check that out. I dread to think how many hours I have in Dragon Age Inquisition. which was the most recent release for Dragon Age. Also, the only thing that I really know about Dragon Age was the voice actress Claudia Black, who plays the warlock, or some kind of warlock, or something. Or some kind of witch. Something like that. But the voice actress, Claudia Black, is actually... you have to leave. Have a nice stream. I hope to stop by again soon. Zuvide, thank you so very much for hanging out. And honestly, thank you so much for the knowledge that you share with us. And I greatly appreciate it. I really, really do. It is so fantastic to learn about different places, different cultures, different, just different stuff. And that's awesome. So Zuvide, thank you again. Thank you for hanging out with us for tonight. And we will catch you again soon, my friend. So Dragon Age Inquisition was the most recent one. Okay. And Relic, are you familiar with the voice actress and actress in general? Claudia voiced Morrigan. Yes. That's the character name. I remember that now. Zuvide, you are more than welcome. Honestly, thank you for being here. So Morrigan in Dragon Age is voiced by Claudia Black. Claudia Black plays Aaron Sun in Farscape. And there's our Farscape connection. So everything comes full circle. Everything comes full circle right back around again. Claudia Black also voices the... which character is that in Destiny? The one right next to the Postmaster in Destiny. I forget. Also, it occurs to me that we're going to have to get some of these trailers back to the trailer store. But I think if we just pop through the tunnel up here, it's going to put us a lot closer. Or at least I should check and see how close it puts us. Yes, Tess, Kiwi7574, yes, Tess Eververse. You are correct. That is the one that I was thinking of. Thank you very much for that. But yeah, she is a fantastic voice actress. She is also in Stargate, believe it or not. And Ben Browder shows up. Ben Browder and Claudia Black in Stargate ends up making it like a mini Farscape reunion. Yet another game I definitely need to go back and finish. I never finished Inquisition. Tess could retire on what I pay. Oh, man. You're not wrong, brave Sir Robin. You're not wrong. If you really think about that game's economy, the in-game economy for that, and just how much stuff players have paid out. Oh, big D2 main? Yeah. Nice. I haven't played Destiny 2 in a while now. I've been considering putting it back on my console because Destiny 2 is supposed to go cross-platform. Cross-play, cross-platform. And if that happens, there's a good chance, if other people play, I might just have to jump back on in, finish leveling up my Titan, and, kind of go from there, see what happens. Also, I can't remember where this tunnel pops me out. I really hope the tunnel puts me at the location that's close to everything else, because that would make things so much easier. 6,000 hours of my life I'll not get back. I get caught up playing the multiplayer when they released the Virtuoso. I like auto rifles because I don't like accuracy shots. So spray and pray is the name of the game for me. That's how we roll. truck is awesome. I like this truck. The Navistar, we totally redeemed pulling the giant rocket out of the warehouse. And then our crazy hell ride from the garage to the warehouse to pull the rocket out was nothing short of hysterical. I did not think the Navistar was capable of bouncing like it did. One for all is the perk for you, my man. Tristan, what is up? What are you having trouble with? The life and death difference between a good and bad virtuoso on the team. Yeah, I never even got far enough to get past just the basic light powers. All right. Actually, you know what? We could use the Caterpillar 745C and go double check and make sure where that tunnel pops out. Kristen, is it gameplay-related trouble there? Of the SnowRunner variety? So this is going to be all of the lumber that we need for the rail tracks, which is kind of a huge deal. I mean, this is 24 units of planks. All right. So, unload that. Make the planks. So now we have 24. Perfect. Oh, this is awesome. This is so awesome. So let's go over here. Let's jump in the Caterpillar 745C. Let's double check and see where that tunnel brings us out. Because if it brings us out exactly where I want it to bring us out, then I can bring the trucks and the trailers back on over. And we can possibly start hauling the planks over with like 8-slot cargo trailers. Which will kind of be pretty neat, all things considered. Can't pass the first area. So, are you doing the tutorial? Are you stuck on that particular area? Headlights for safety. Got our beacon on and everything. So basically what the game has you do is learn the fundamental mechanics with the Chevy CK1500. So you learn how to winch, you learn how to shift it into four-wheel drive, and then what it wants you to do is discover the GMC 9500. You will then use the 9500 to go collect some of the cargo to repair the bridge. And once you repair the bridge, it asks you to get to the garage. And basically it's just continuing on down that road that you repaired the bridge to go over. All right, traveling to Grainwoods River. So what specifically? Try checking out the SnowRunner Discord channel. There are usually a ton of people there that are willing to help. Oh yeah, we'll totally help here too, though. Yeah, it's definitely not a rush kind of game. You definitely have to take your time for sure. That goes without saying. I'm checking out the Discord, trying to just catch up on everything that all you guys have been posting while I've been gaming. 2 hand-pressed patties seasoned to perfection, 2 strips of bacon, 2 slices of extra sharp cheese, and a toasted sesame seed bun. Relic going to town. Oh, Brave Sir Robin, your car is nice. That is a cool color, too. Trying to convince the other half we need an old U.S. pickup truck. You absolutely do need an old U.S. pickup truck. The MG has gone to a new home. That's a cool car, though. That's a really cool car. And Brave Sir Robin, that P16 is just awesome. All right, now that I'm caught up. All right, so where does it put us? Does it put us where we... Okay. No, okay, this is the good... This is the good section. I like the color on that MG. That is a really great color. That's almost like a Hugger orange color, which is pretty cool. Okay, so what we can do is, because we're so close from the garage here, we can actually take an 8-slot trailer to here, get the lumber, and then bring it back to the rail production plant. So this is cool. This works. This really, really works right here. It makes it a lot easier than it actually needed to. It didn't need to be as difficult as it was going to be. So let's go back to the map, back to Black Badger. And then, so we've got some stuff that we actually need to transport back. So we'll do that. So we'll try to get some of the stuff back over to the other map, kind of consolidate things a little bit. But, you know, see what we can do. All right. So how about we take the Pacific back down there, and then we'll take the... Actually, you know what? We'll transport the Tatra back now, because we don't actually have to worry about this thing. Where's the bridge that I need to fix? Okay. So, let's use some reference material here. Michigan. So, Black River. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Here is your starting point. We'll kind of make this a little bit easy. So, what it wants you to do is drive the Chevy CK 1500 down through here to this road. And I'm not sure where exactly you get the 9500 from, the GMC 9500, but from this road right here, the bridge that you repair is just off of it. So you need to get the materials that they have for you, and then you use those to repair this bridge. And it's not that far. It seems like a large distance from there to here, but it's really not that bad. So that's kind of everything in a nutshell right there. but that's primarily the bridge that you're going to be repairing. And then that's going to be the road that you're going to want to take that is going to tell you to go to the garage. Oops. Nope. Pacific. To the P12. All right. Let's get this bad boy. Headed back. Get through the tunnel. Get back to the garage to dump off the log carrier rear. And Tristan, if you need any more info, we can certainly assist. Yep, it'll do that too. Yep. Yeah, if you look at your contracts tab, select the bridge under the quest, or, well, basically, it's either a contract or it's a task. I think it's a task in that one. Yeah, and if you click on it, it'll actually bring your camera right over to it. So it'll give you a better idea. Oh, you know what? We've got... So those are the contracts, those are the tasks. We want to get rid of tracking, restoring the tracks, because that lists too much information on our screen right there. We don't need that much information on our screen. So it's going to be four metal beams per 8-slot trailer that we can take from here to Black Badger Lake. So that's a possibility. We can potentially do that. The only unfortunate thing about the tutorial is it forces you to do it before you can actually join a multiplayer game. So, like, if you're gonna jump right into a multiplayer, you just have to make sure that you get the tutorial out of the way before you do anything else. I don't want to have to get up early tomorrow. I really don't. I don't want to get up early, but I kind of have to get up early. Well, technically I don't have to get up early, but I need to get stuff done. So that means I have to get up early. Because the shop is only open until about 1. And if left to my own devices, I would not be ready tomorrow for 1 o'clock at all. I need to charge the AC system. Well, first of all, I need to make sure the air conditioning compressor in the Camaro is actually engaging, for one. And if it is, I need to make sure if the AC system has refrigerant. The Big Black Panther expansion is coming to Avengers on the 17th. Have you still been playing that game? Ah, Brave Sir Robin, gifting 2 subs. Thank you very much for that. That is so awesome of you. Liveman and Andy both get a gifted sub from Brave Sir Robin. That's awesome. Thank you so very much for that. Have to dodge, sir. Enjoy your day. I will absolutely do that. And I greatly appreciate you gifting members of our community some subs here. And that's fantastic. Thank you so much. And we will definitely catch you later. And possibly we will catch you from a car show on Sunday. And that will, that will be determined. We will definitely put a message in the Discord if we're doing the car show thing. Oh, wait, we're going left. No, we're going right, because the tunnel's to the left, but the warp point is to the right. Okay. We got that. Totally got that. Travel to Grainwoods River. That's a cool vehicle right there, too. The International Harvester Scout. Those were awesome vehicles. Those were true utilitarian, go anywhere vehicles. All right. So, it does the thing again. I don't want it to track that contract because it takes up too much real estate on that side of the screen. Does he have a lackey behind him with coconut shells, mimicking a horse? I mean, potentially. But also, being a car guy, he's probably got somebody with a kazoo making engine noises as he's driving around as well. So there is that. Also, this Pacific P12 kind of cranks right along on these roads. This thing is a fast mover. I'm waiting on Panther to drop because I know after him, my favorite superhero releases. There's a modern idea. Which one is that, Relic? I haven't picked up that game like the beatboxing guy from Police Academy. Michael Winslow, who was actually on, what's that Simon Cowell show? I forget. And it's interesting, too. Michael Winslow, actually totally pulled a Rick Moranis. Where you know how Rick Moranis was a huge star in 80s movies and I think early 90s movies? Rick Moranis disappeared because he had to take care of his family. Rick Moranis had to take care of his kids. And yet again, right back to, Spidey! No kidding, Relic. That's awesome, man. I should really look into that game because it does say that game is significantly better with people to actually game with. So Rick Moranis stopped being in the Hollywood limelight so that he could go and take care of his family because he needed to. And that was a cool thing that the dude stepped up and did. Michael Winslow, very much the same situation, also ducked out of the Hollywood limelight even though he was an incredibly talented actor. He was in Spaceballs. You know what? Michael Winslow and Rick Moranis were both in Spaceballs. That's right. Lived Man. So good to see you. You totally got a gifted sub. I believe Brave Sir Robin has ducked out of the chat because he dropped a couple of gifted subs on his way out. And then he was like, doing a thing. Peace. See ya. Exactly. And Rick Moranis is just one of those actors who it's like, you know what? He's a good dude. He is legitimately a good dude. All right. So we get the Pacific P16 over here, and then we have the Navistar. So we can both of those we can bring to the other map. He has been pretty low-key active. I thought he kind of ducked out completely. I've not seen him in like, well, no, he did, didn't he do some commercials and stuff? Those down-to-earth actors are always good people. Keanu Reeves. Oh, Keanu Reeves. We can talk about Keanu Reeves all day long. I was actually on Instagram, and I saw a video where he actually was on the subway. People were around him, didn't even care that it was Keanu Reeves. He saw a woman who was standing there. He got up. He offered his seat to this woman, and she sat down and thanked him. And it just happened to be some dude videotaping it. And it was like, holy crap. Keanu Reeves offered up his seat to some woman on a subway in the most Keanu Reeves way possible. Just, here you go. That's a dude who you never, ever, ever hear a bad thing about. Also, the John Wick movies are incredible. John Wick movies continue to set the bar for action movies, and they're so cool. Seen pictures of him young, just sitting down with a homeless dude and shooting the breeze with him. Yeah, that's the type of stuff that he does. Down-to-earth actors know when money and fame is not important than being happy. You're 100% correct. Live Man, 100%. All right, so let's go to the Navistar. Okay, we'll go to the Navistar. We'll get fuel in the Navistar because we got to kind of top off this little thirsty beast. The War Rig. Furiosa's War Rig. Imperator Furiosa. Hugh Keys Byrne, who was Immortan Joe, whom I have a pop figure of also. I also have the Max Rockatansky pop figure. Yeah, people like that, stuff like that doesn't matter when you can do your best to be the best human being you can with a good heart. Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you know that Keanu Reeves put a ton of his own money into the effects budget for The Matrix? Because I think they were going to go over budget and the effects guys weren't going to get paid properly or something to that effect. And Keanu Reeves, recognizing and being Keanu Reeves, put up the money for The Matrix to be as awesome as The Matrix is. So that's something. Fuel station, top off, the War Rig. Loop around the Pacific P-16 here. I think the only truck that's bigger than the Pacific P-16 is probably the Boar. I remember reading the article for that. That was really cool, and he saw the value and effort of the special effects people actually do. My favorite down-to-earth actor/actress is Gigi Edgley. Oh, Liv, man. I believe you are probably also correct. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Gigi Edgley of Farscape fame, who is also known for a couple of other Australian shows, as well as various music videos and everything else. So she played Chiana in Farscape, the gray alien, or gray-blue alien from Farscape. She is a phenomenal Australian actress and multi-talented, to be perfectly honest. She did a musical tour with her brother. So, you know, Doc Goldeneye, you are a sci-fi fan. Please tell me that you are familiar with Farscape. Turn on the engine to be winched truck. Yeah, let's turn the engine on so the thing isn't just dragging this thing all the way up here. Farscape was a phenomenal show. Farscape was a show that was absolutely ahead of its time. And there will never be another Farscape. It was a Jim Henson production with incredible amounts of practical effects. And it just made the show so much better. I have yet to watch Farscape, but I'm familiar with it on the sci-fi shelf. I will get around to watching it. Utterly, absolutely, 100% worth it. Please pay close attention to the little gray alien Chiana when she does appear, because she is actually a great person. And a lot of us know Gigi Edgley because she actually streams on Twitch as well, and was one of those wonderful people whose career was totally derailed from the whole, lockdown situation. So, but I would recommend Farscape. Farscape is the reason why Rigel is the best. And I might have to get the picture that I have. Rigel and Chiana together are two fantastic characters. So, you know what? I'm going to get the picture. Hold on a second. Hold on. I'll grab it. Okay. So, you want something cool? That's Rigel, and that's Chiana, and they are together. And this is a wonderful signed photo, signed by Gigi Edgley. Unfortunately, the original voice actor of Rigel is no longer with us, but these two together, so cool. So cool. Like, I can't possibly say enough good things. And there is talk of actually bringing that show back. Oops, it's not nighttime. We want it to be morning. Yeah, that show is a fantastic show, and it's probably that show and Gigi Edgley are probably the reason why I'm sitting here streaming right now and talking to all kinds of awesome people. And chances are I wouldn't have made an idea of giving streaming a go if it wasn't for Gigi Edgley and her being on Twitch, all kinds of stuff like that. Meeting the people that I've met along the way, being more involved in Twitch. So I think I've subscribed to her channel for like 15 or 16 months at the moment. And that's how long it's been since just stuff went completely off the rails. But I'm here now, hanging out with people, talking to all kinds of cool people all over the world. Quite a backlog of stuff to play and watch. If I could only clone myself. There was a Michael Keaton movie like that. And it didn't turn out as good as anyone had thought it was going to turn out. All right, we're sitting in the cloud of exhaust. Yeah, but there's so much good sci-fi. And honestly, truthfully, without a show like Farscape, we wouldn't have movies like Guardians of the Galaxy. We wouldn't have cool stuff like that. Witness me! And I myself will raise you to the gates of Valhalla, shiny and chrome. And Hugh Keys Byrne showed up on 1 or 2 episodes of Farscape because he is an Australian actor. And that show pulled in so many, names of local talent. Where is this truck? Oh, that truck's over there with a giant frickin' trailer that we don't want to deal with. Mediocre! Yeah, he totally got the raw end of the stick. Barry and Larry choking on my windpipe. Mirror Flexin, bear witness to me and you will see a better version of yourself. Well, we're more so referencing, you know, shiny and chrome over here. Witness me! I love Immortan Joe. Immortan Joe is a fantastic villain to that movie. Fantastic villain. Also, Puma. How we doing, dude? I hope all good things happen to you this afternoon. Sorry late to the party. That is okay. We've had one hell of a great party here today. You keep your high ass wearing socks and opinion to yourself, nerd. No, Relic. He's spouting off quotes. Spouting off really great quotes. Mediocre. And you know what? Our good Puma is apparently smashing a rock on a rock for doing something. So you're smashing a rock with a rock and then carrying the rock. I don't know why. And that dude was naked. That dude was totally naked. I don't know what game you're playing, but you're smashing more rocks. Good times. So, let's get this Pacific P-16 back to that other garage. Let's drop off this trailer. All right. Although, I can't make it a super late night. So when you move to a new region, do you have to drive all your trucks to the new region, or do you just transfer what's in the garage? So here's the thing. Once you get to a garage, it's called retaining a vehicle. So it basically puts it into this giant intergalactic nebulous storage facility. Then you can move to a completely different area. Oh, it's called Rust. Okay. We are all nerds here. We are hardcore nerds. Totally. King of the nerds! Little bit. So you can either, well, the difficult part is when you have a trailer, it makes it a little bit more difficult because you have to take the trailer to a trailer store to sell the trailer. You can make the trailer completely go away and disappear, which is okay, but not like that guy, a nerdy Puma. Nerdy Puma. We like Puma, though. Puma's pretty rad. Assassin's Creed travel mug. Interesting. Frito-Lay variety pack. 40 count. Don't need that either. So, with the trailers and trailer accessories that are towed, you have to sell them back at a trailer store. Otherwise, you just leave them on the map all over the place. Once you've done that, you can simply go to the menu here and you go to Recover. And Recover will bring your truck to the nearest garage, transport it instantly, doesn't cost you anything, there is no penalty for it, your vehicle is repaired fully and refueled. So even if you are by yourself in the middle of the wilderness, you'll still be able to recover your truck, even if it's all wheels to the sky. So it's super useful. Hold on a second. Need some fluid here. Okay, that's a little bit better. So, but when you recover a vehicle, it gets completely repaired, refueled, refitted, all set, good to go. If it's got any storage compartments with repair points, that's also repaired. I have a question for you. Yes. What kind of question do we have? And we'll certainly give a crack at it. All right. Still the best horn in the game. Ocean Liner. driving along, honking my horn. So we're gonna need to start collecting relic with the Viking war horn, and us with the ocean liner horn of the Pacific P-16. Aw, yeah. It's good. It's good stuff. All right. So we can either take a truck from here with the 8-slot cargo trailer, pick up 8 units of wooden planks. Got the game installed from the Epic Games. With the DLCs, you know, I'm not sure. I don't know if they will or not. Will the DLCs from Steam work with Epic Games? I don't. Sure to make those Saxons quake in their boots. But I think the games are... It's unfortunate, but I think they're kept as 2 separate games. So I'm not sure if Epic Game Store will work with Steam. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. All right. Trailer store. Sell this one off. Isn't it? All right, so sell that, and then for this guy. Now, we need to start thinking about metal beams. Where they are. Have the game on one and DLCs on the other. It doesn't work like that. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately they are. That's the unfortunate, really unfortunate part of the whole entire thing. So there's a lot of wood framing on this map, but on the other map is where all of the on the other map is where all the metal beams are, I feel. So if we, yeah, okay, so this is metal framing right here. Those are 2 metal beams right there. So why don't we go get them? Let's do that. What truck do we want to use to get those 2 metal beams? Because all we have to do is bring them back here. So that's going to be 4 cargo slots. So let's think. Get a refund, then took me over an hour to get the best deals. Thanks, I'll get them from the Epic. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. Even though they will have crossplay sometime in the future, I don't think that would apply. Oh, it's actually going to be a nice day tomorrow. That's pretty cool. I like the variety of styles. Yes, Doc Golden, absolutely. What state are you located in? I am in Massachusetts. Don't worry, you sold me the game. Yeah, you know, I should have my own code. Yeah, Massachusetts for me, wonderful New England, East Coast, Atlantic Ocean, all that sort of stuff. All right, so which truck do we want to use? We could use the Boar. The Boar was fun. Your family is in Newburyport. Okay, I know exactly where Newburyport is. Right up 495, near the New Hampshire border. New Hampshire's a nice state. New Hampshire's a very nice state. I go to New Hampshire all the time. Actually, we need something with a little bit of gumption because 2 steel beams are fairly heavy. So why don't we... You know what? We haven't used an Azov 5319 for fun stuff for a long time because off-road gearbox. Let's put some mud tires on this thing. Relentless Revenge. What is good? SnowRunner is good. SnowRunner and Pie. SnowRunner and Pie. That is good. All right, let's sell some of these chain tires too. $6,800 for chain tires. That's fine though. Everything's fine. Pie is lovely. I would like a delicious key lime pie though. And I believe me and my brother had spoken of possibly going to the Cheesecake Factory, which would mean getting a key lime cheesecake. And I would be all about that. All right, so we want the sideboard semi-trailer. We'll do that. Be like Dean from Supernatural. Dude, where's the pie? The Rock loves some pie. Do you like pie? If you smell what the Rock is cooking. Dwayne Johnson's awesome. He's such a delightful character. Oh, yeah, he's got a movie coming out this weekend. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, has a movie coming out this weekend, which is, what is it? Riverboat? River crossing? River steamboat? Steamboat river something? Something. It's something. He's got something coming out this weekend. Jungle Cruise, yes. It looks like a fun movie. Exactly. The first Dwayne Johnson movie I saw that was absolutely brilliant was The Rundown with Sean William Scott and Christopher Walken. That movie was hysterical. Absolutely hysterical. Emily Blunt is a lovely... Yes. Emily Blunt is also very fun. Wrestling was so good at that time. Such great wrestling personalities. Yeah. You know, it's tough to be The Rock. Oh no, shut your mouth. It really is. The guy's got to eat like 10,000 calories in a sitting to maintain that physique. It is bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. Oh, no, that's a foam pole. But we didn't take any engine damage. Are you the cream of the crop? Oops, come on now. Get going. Get going. What time we got? It's 8:30. Doing pretty good. We've been at this for 3 hours and 20 minutes. We've been making some progress today. We have managed to get all of the wooden planks. Well, they're all at the sawmill. Okay, so they're not... It's not too bad. Also, I wonder if it would be more practical to take 2 trucks like this and move 10 units and then 10 units. So that would be... Okay, that would... Oh, that was some suspension damage. That's fine. No problem there. Keep going. Hammer down. Hammer down. That's right. Gonna go in. Coming in hot. There we go. I listen to Pi regularly. Last question. If I get the year 2 pass, does that cover... Yes. If you get the year 1 pass, it covers all the year 1 DLC. If you get the year 2 pass, you will start getting the DLC. I believe the first one comes out next month. So the year 1 pass does all year 1 content. The year 2 pass does all year 2 content. But with the year 2 pass, they give you a bunch of new vehicle skins and paint jobs. So there is that. Yeah, basically. That is the International Lodestar that is right there in the loading screen, and it is awesome. So year 2 only covers year 2. Year 1 only covers year 1. So you need to buy two separate. You need to buy the year 1 pass and then the year 2 pass. But I've been using the Pack Trucks mod so I can double stack loads. There's a 6 slot I use to pack 3 beams and set 3 more beams on top. Yeah, that is a lot of cargo. That is a lot of cargo. So you got me debated again. What I would recommend is just buy, because if you're not really too concerned about vehicle cosmetics like skins, just buy the year 1 pass for now. That'll give you everything. And then you can get the year 2 pass in a month's time and start with next month's DLC. All right, so we get a kind of back up. So because we're going for that stuff that's down there. Okay. I hope it's not too confusing. It's just, yeah, you only get certain stuff. But when you buy the game and you get the Season 1 pass, and even if you didn't buy the Season 1 pass, they also include a 1-year anniversary bundle, which is a couple of different trucks. Still finishing year 1 slowly. We'll get the year 2 stuff later. Yeah, if you have a lot of year 1 stuff to do, I would say absolutely hold off on the year 2 pass. The only benefit that the year 2 pass would have is if they include DLC trucks that you don't have to find or purchase and just you're able to get. I also want to get the Season 3 Locate and Deliver DLCs. So here's the thing. The names, so Season 3 DLC Locate and Deliver is part of the year 1 pass. So Locate and Deliver would be Wisconsin. So that's this one. It doesn't actually tell you on the map here what they're actually called overarching. Yeah, if you just get the year 1, you'll get everything you need. You'll get absolutely everything you need. Alright, so let's go get some steel beams over here. There is a ton of content. And the only way that getting the year 2 DLC pass would become useful is if you wanted free trucks. But that said, we get an anniversary bundle which gave us the International HX 520, the Caterpillar CT 681, and we also got the Tatras. They included the Tatras in free. Year 1 is cheaper rather than getting each one separately. So you get year 1, you get four DLCs with the year 1 pass, and it's totally worth it. Also, let's turn around before. Oh, you know what? No, we don't have to turn around. We don't have to. Just gotta. Finish that. We'll take metal beams, and we'll make the house disappear. We're like Houdini. Totally like Houdini. Totally made a house disappear. And we'll just back it up. And we'll swing it around. And we'll take this stuff right on back. Done. Okay, I won't hassle you again. Boy, it's so confusing. And thanks to all you Twitchers for your help. You know, honestly, if you have questions, honestly, it is better to ask than have any kind of regret or buyer's remorse or anything like that. Like, if you purchased all of the DLCs separately and then thought that you needed to purchase the, year 1 pass, better to ask questions. And honestly, that is what I'm here for. I love this game, and I like helping people out with this game, whether it's a suggestion on a truck or, which version of the game to get. So, not here. I will point out that if you look down below, there should be a little tag that says AMA. Any questions? Exactly. We're here to help. We're here to make this game a better experience. I'm personally here to play this game, have fun, and talk to people. I'm also here to play the game, talk to people, and answer questions that you might have about the game. I'm happy to do that. I am way happy to do that. I am also happy to answer questions about, what kind of cake I like, or if I like tenders versus wings, or anything like that. I haven't played this yet, but will help with questions as best I can. Yeah, honestly, this game is so worth it. The community that's actually around this game is fantastic as well. Cake where? I don't have any cake, unfortunately, but I really do want to get that cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory. I want a key lime pie cheesecake so badly. I would really like that right now. Not gonna lie. So this truck right here, the Azov 5319, this thing is a machine. The only unfortunate thing about this truck is T-bone or ribeye. I'm more of a sirloin fan, though. Well, tenders, nugs, or bone-in. I like tenders. Chicken tenders. Boneless versus bone-in. Yeah, Key lime pie! Damn right. But no, T-bone or ribeye, probably the ribeye. If I had to choose, it would probably be the ribeye. But I don't like a steak that's got the bone in it, like the T-bone. Puma, your new nickname is T-bone. T-bone the Puma. Got Season 1 pass. Sale ends in 4 days. So Season 1 pass and base game has cost you $34. So I think that's actually not a bad price altogether. Super Trum, thank you very much for the follow there. That's awesome. I hope you're doing good. Hope everything is fantastic with you. We're just doing some more hauling and stuff like that. Really need to do your homework and looking out for these types of games. Yeah, this game, it can be a very technical game. You get a good deal, don't worry. The Year 1 content will add a ton. And the great thing about the Year 1 content is they release trucks that were several... we get a whole bunch of trucks in Season 4. You can now use those Season 4 trucks on the base game and base maps. And even if you don't want to use them, you can simply you can sell them. And the great thing about this game, selling and buying is a zero risk proposition, because if you purchase a truck, you can sell it back at exactly the same amount of money that you purchased it for. So you've got a ton of... So you bought the Season 1 pass, you have a ton of options. But the thing about it is, you also have to remember, the game doesn't automatically download the DLC. You actually have to go and download manually all the DLC individually, which is kind of ridiculous. Like, if this game updates on the PlayStation for another... so if DLC Year 2 Season 1 comes out, I have to actually not... The game doesn't automatically get it for me. It won't show up on the map. It won't allow me to go to that new section. I'll have to go to the PlayStation Store, find the DLC, and it'll be listed as free because I own the Season Pass, so I still have to download it and install it. which, I mean, it's no big hassle, but it's kind of goofy that the game doesn't automatically do it for you. Not that I really mind. Let's see. You used to think you had to sell all the tires and engines off a truck before selling the truck to get full price, but nope. The total value of the truck changes based on the add-ons. You are 100% correct. The add-ons, if you find a trailer around the map, you can sell the trailer at the trailer store to get more money. That was something I wasn't aware of until I was like level 22. And there are 30 levels or 30 ranks in this game, effectively. And the ranking system, when you rank up, it allows you access to more either cosmetic stuff or different tires, different tire selections. Usually, some trucks will actually be behind a level system where the bigger engine will be locked behind level 15. But, like, that light bar across the top, that's a cosmetic thing. The brush guard on the front, that's another cosmetic thing. Those mud tires, you have to be whatever level it is to get those. Wellhard Driver playing ETS2 and Euro Truck. Okay, Euro Truck is very cool. And since the games came out, I want something different and with challenges. And just a heads up, I'm 58 and have never driven in real life, so I like challenges. Don't care how long it takes me. You know what? I say more power to you. Absolutely more power to you. That's fantastic, and I'm all for it. Hands down, I'm all for it. You should sell all your extra upgrades before you sell, though, all of the X1 upgrades. Yeah, you can do that. You can also still sell stuff, even if it doesn't have the X1 or X2 or X3, or the amount of stuff that you have, basically. But no, that is so cool. It is a fantastic game with all kinds of challenges, and you got me debated again. I am all for everything that you're trying to go for, and hands down, I am legitimately excited. Okay, that makes it even better. That makes it even better. I love this game, and I want everybody else to love this game too. I want everybody else to have an equal opportunity to enjoy this game as much as I do. Alright, so need to just the 2 metal beams that we're gonna unload. Where does that road lead? Can it take us around? No, it takes us around here to there. Okay. So we want to go back to the trailer store to dump off this trailer. Yeah, it definitely is a great game with a lot of challenge to it. It's almost like a giant game of Jenga. It's a puzzle game where you have to figure out what you need to move around, to unlock, to really figure out where you're going next. So you can't get to the other side of the bridge until you repair the bridge, but the materials you need are in a different area. So how do you get the materials? You find a unique route, or you go to another section of the map to get materials or have stuff crafted or anything like that. Black River in Michigan is a great starting map, and I certainly hope Tristan was able to finish doing what they needed to do. Also, guys, we have a actual help section in our Discord, okay? So if you have Discord and you need any kind of help, and if you join that Discord server, we have specifically a place for cool SnowRunner pictures, help in the SnowRunner section. So if you have a question, if you have like anything that you need sort of figured out or puzzled out, certainly here to answer, and there's also other people that are available to answer as well. Rambada is currently posting pictures in the car picture section of various old pictures. So yeah, just general SnowRunner tomfoolery in chat. We've got SnowRunner pictures, SnowRunner help. Driving license has been taken away for the rest of my life as I have severe sleep apnea with narcolepsy and cataplexy. Okay. I understand that. Okay. All right. So, it's almost 9 o'clock. We've been at this for 3 hours and 40 minutes. I do have something that I have to take care of at 9 o'clock. Loader, thank you very much for popping on in. Loader is also another player who has done lots of SnowRunner. And Loader also streams. Loader has been doing some art streams lately, and they are entirely awesome. So, now is the time when we got to figure out. Look at all that red. That's Loader right there. He was yep, Sea of Thieves. So, now is the point in time we figure out who we are going to raid. It looks like Sergeant Rusty and District B13 are actually still playing some more SnowRunner. Actually, wait a minute, hold on. Gaming M's is playing some Grand Theft Auto. You know what? What are we thinking, guys? Sergeant Rusty, or are we thinking District B13? Both of those some really good SnowRunner players. Because we can certainly go either way here. How long has Rusty been at this? Seven hours. Sergeant Rusty has been at this 7 hours, guys. Okay. Rusty is on for another 45 more minutes. We haven't, you know what? We haven't rated District, no, we did rate it, we rated District B13 once before. So you know what? Or no, did we? Or were we part of the Rusty raid? And he's been, so District B13 has been at this for about 2.5 hours. So Sergeant Rusty is going to probably head off at some point in time soon. So you know what? We're going to throw our raid at District B13, who is playing SnowRunner on hard mode currently. So we're going to do that. So guys, all the follows tonight, you've been awesome. All the questions tonight have been fantastic. All the awesome conversation tonight has been beyond amazing. So we've had a good day. This has been one of the best Fridays we've had in a long time. And it's been real fun. It's been real fun. So we're going to go raid District B13. Hard mode makes you pay for things. It makes you pay for fuel. Makes you pay for recoveries. It doesn't give you as much for trucks, and it makes you you can't sell trailers. You have to. It's a lot of really difficult stuff. You absolutely may, 100%, not a problem there. And any questions you have, you got me debated again. Please, without hesitation, send them my way. I have no problem answering. So guys, Relic, thank you again, my man. Always being there for me, dude. Yeah. Let's go raid District B13, and if I have that car show, I will let you know. So, Smarmo, or Smaro, Smaro1998. Thank you very much for the follow. So, follow the Discord. If I have the car show, we're going to do the car show. I'll let you know. Good night for now.